short ceremony. We want to mark the end of our joint project for the preparation of the bar exam. All the guests present in this room today have a very tight agenda, so I propose we don't waste too much time and we immediately proceed with the introductory remarks by this panel, and then the next step will be the delivery of the certificates of attendance to the participants.
And dear friends here, it's really a great pleasure to be here today, and I think that we all were very glad to stretch our agenda to be here, because today's event is a particularly important one. This is actually the first time that together with the Bar Association we do something like this. We have done already in the past, but when the Bar Association was not what it is now, and I think we are very glad also to have the past president, Georgievich, who started together with us this project some years ago. To help preparation for the bar exam was a focus we had together with Switzerland since several years ago. And I must say that we of course took advantage of having the only international permanent presence here, which is in-person document, and this capable team who's all here with us today. And I think that it was very important to use all central authorities, local authorities, and thanks also to the mayor for giving us this very, very nice location to have our meeting today. So an effort which we try to facilitate in the purest OSBE style. And we started from a need which was coming from the ground, a need to help in training for legal professionals to get ready to the bar exam. I mean, when we started thinking of this, we were quite optimistic, but then we realized that there were more than 50 people who wanted to participate. We had to suddenly change also the location for training and to find a much larger one. And this shows how strong was this need. And since what I've heard about the training, I'm confident that we are building the basis to have very bright professionals becoming protagonists of the legal scene in Serbia, coming from this area and from this training. And we see this as a crucial part of our joint effort to help facilitate to finish the whole reform and the whole reform path of Serbia. And you are the protagonist of this growth in rule of law together. And I think that we use the tools which we knew to make something new. And we, of course, it's not new for us to work with the Serbian Bar Academy, but it was great to have this new tool here after several years. So we had a good idea coming from the ground, the commoner with us, the association, central authorities, local authorities, our contribution, but we needed some more help, and Switzerland was immediately able to work with us on this. They immediately saw the added value in this, and it is not certainly the first time either. Because immediately Ambasadori, it's not surprised, saw the merit of doing together something more on this issue. But you know, this is a small part, but a very important one of an overall engagement by the OSCE and the OSCE mission. Just to mention this, today Ambassador Zanir, who is the High Commissioner on National Minorities, will be here for the third time in a few months in Serbia, for the second time in Guyana. It is not by chance, it is part of an overall engagement. And again, I think together we put the most important elements together. We put youth, education, professional education, diversity, integration, and leading role by new profession. So we'll be very proud to hand over the certificates. Thank you very much.
Of the Bar Association, Professor Georgievich, distinguished mayors, distinguished representatives of the judiciary, Mr. Dr. Stankovic, dear trainees. It's a pleasure for me to be be back here in South Serbia, where Switzerland has been endeavored to support for so many years good governance, local economic development, and infrastructure, in particular together with the program of European progress. Switzerland has also been striving to promote the establishment of conditions for more equal employment opportunities, including, notably through the provision, in cooperation with the OSCE, of Serbian language courses to Albanian-speaking pupils in schools. So in this spirit, I'm delighted to be here today to celebrate the completion by no less than 50 talented young lawyers from Bujanovac, Medvedja and Preševo of an intensive training to prepare to the bar exam. So allow me here to thank the Bar Academy as well as the OSCE mission for their initiative to address the problem of access to the bar exam for candidates from South Serbia. This access impediment can be bridged through the provision of first-class training, which I'm confident will prove instrumental for them passing the bar exam. This training is not just a training. If you think of the still modest number of members of the Albanian minority in local courts.
Jer je fokus ovdje na edukaciji 50 mladih ljudi, a mladost je jako važna stvar kod svih nas i znači poruku za budućnost, je ovdje steklo određena metodološka znanja, stekla know-how kako se organizovati u pripremi pravosudnog ispita.
The first certificate, let me just explain to you that we'll follow a strict English alphabetical order, but on behalf of the Bujanovac OSCE team, we took the liberty to, let's say, bend the rules, and we would like to deliver the first certificate to Kultim Ismaili, who has been a sort of contact point and the first one coming up with the idea of the training. So, Kultim. First, we have Nemine Ademi. Becky Aidini. Andrea Oricio.